All right, guys, we just rolled in the next one. We got the d4g, got the old 120 with Jerry at the controls for a while, and the roller compactor, and an awesome view. Let me show you what we got today. All right, guys, there's probably going to be a couple videos come out of this. The ultimate job, or the ultimate goal, is they're wanting to build a house right here, and we got to level up for a house pad. And we got one heck of a massive rock right there that I'm hoping we can get wiggled out of there without too much trouble. But the task at hand for the day is they're wanting to remove a lot of these trees to improve their view of the river. Actually, the majority of them. Jerry's not wasting any time. He's just straight up going for it on the 120 over there. So that sounds like a really simple and easy job, but a little bit of the issue we got is we got a septic field right here. We got to not disturb this area, and they're actually wanting the stuff stacked over there. So Jerry's going to get a few trees out of the way there. Probably gonna take a chainsaw and cut them up a little bit. Hopefully we can get that rock moved, and then we can get everything up there in a pile. So while Jerry's getting started on getting everything shook out and kind of getting this opened up here a little bit, I'm gonna get the chainsaw sharpened up in maintenance and see what we can do with that, and we'll get a plan. Oh, Jerry's not happy with me. Nothing like getting the day started off. So follow me here. I remember the chainsaw. I remembered the file. I remember the chainsaw tool. I remembered gas and a OSHA approved jug. Anybody know what I forgot? Besides the chainsaw operator, that's the obvious. Yeah, I forgot bar oil. And Jerry told me that is a very, very rookie mistake, which I guess I'll have to agree with him. So anyways, here's the plan now, since I'm an idiot, is Jerry's gonna take down this one tree right here, which is kind of in his way. If we can get that tree down, I think I got just enough bar oil in the saw. I can get it cut up where he can get it out of the way. And then I'm gonna run and get bar oil real quick. But this is the first time Jerry's ran the 120 since the rebuild, and his exact words were, "Why do you still have the Volvo?" So I'm not the only one that thinks that machine's awesome. I mean, Jerry's on my side, and he's running a lot of equipment, so that's impressive. But all right, let's see if Jerry can get this one down. I told him to push it this way. He's convinced it needs to go that way. I'm just not going to argue with him at this point. He knows what he's doing. Teeter-totting on a rock right there. Anyways, we're gonna get that tree down, get it sawed up. I gotta go get oil, and then we'll proceed on. Boom. Gonna hit that, ain't better be tried. All right, let me get that one sawed up, and we'll make a run for it. All right, Jerry got the tree down. I've got her cut up for him. What was even more impressive is he was actually able to get that big rock moved with the 120 there. I'm gonna let Jerry do his thing here for a little bit. I'm gonna run to the Derby market and get some bar oil, so we'll have it. Come back and make some progress. So hopefully Jerry can survive 15 minutes without me. There we go. Give you a quick view from the bottom side. There's a barge going down the river. This is the lot we're working on right here. You can see Jerry up there with the excavator. This is an awesome little area right here. Go down here a little bit farther. Several videos come out of this house right here. We had the 120 in here and the skid steer and a few other things, and we stacked and poured the cap on that retaining wall right there. There's what it looks like a year and a half, 2 years later. Everything's still in place. So you guys go back on the head back on the channel. There's several videos on that particular job. So all right, I'm gonna put my seatbelt on. I'm sure some of you already commented about that, and we're gonna haul butt to the Derby market and get some Barlow. Check that out, guys. Just rolled back in. Jerry's already made some really good progress. He's pulling some of those trees back off the road right now, which is easier said than done. Especially, it's hard to tell, but he's actually on a pretty good little grade there. But he's got them all in a nice, neat little pile. It's like he's a professional or something. Amateur hour over here has remembered to get the bar chain oil for now. So hopefully we can get this poured in here. I already got her topped off with gas. Go down there and get that cut up. I may switch Jerry out. I may let him hop on the dozer. I think it's the farther we get away from that pile, I think the more sense it's going to make to shove that stuff over there with the dozer instead of tracking the excavator back and forth. But I'm sure between the two of us we'll get a plan. So for now, I need to get caught up with him. He's ahead of me. Jerry ditched me. He found an excuse to run the dozer and he is gone. She said the track hoe is yours, buddy. He's a, he's a dozer guy. That's all right. I think we got a plan here. So we got this little section here cleared out, and I believe we kind of got a dividing point here. This gets very steep and very narrow, and there's a lot of big trees that I come through here. We're kind of wanting to save that tree. I don't know if it'll survive or not, but we'll save it for now to keep him happy. So I think we're going to change routes. Me and Jerry just kind of scoped this out, and this is the other edge of our septic bed, so we can disturb this over here. I believe it's a little bit of a longer route, but I think Jerry might be right. I think we're going to take the majority of these trees, go up and around that rock, and where he's at there now, he can dump that stuff on the top side of that pile there. So while I am getting set up over here, he's going to get that mess there cleaned up. Then we're going to see what it's like to track around the other side. But man, what a beautiful day. Love working up here on the river. It's absolutely awesome. I need to get my way wiggled down in here, and the first thing in my way is not a tree, it's actually this huge rock. I don't know if I'm able to budge it or not. Not looking good. I'll work around it if I have to, but I got the big one, boys and girls. I think that's the big one. We gotta watch for traffic down there on the road. Most of these small trees won't reach the road, but some of the bigger ones might. We do have all the utilities marked on this job. Everything's pretty much down in the road ditch, so not a whole lot to worry about there. Come on, baby. A little bit riskier, but I like pulling them back towards me, keeping them away from the road and make them easier to drive and swing around here. Well, Jerry, take it from there. So here's my plan, guys. After kind of fiddling with this for a little bit, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here and try to weed out a lot of the smaller trees. That way, whenever I get the bigger trees down, I got a little more room to wrestle them, and that'll also give Jerry kind of a chance to catch up with me and do what he needs to do. So hammer time, let's do it. Alright guys, as we watch the master at work on the dozer here, Jerry himself, I just want to jump in here and kind of say a few things real quick. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of comments about different tools or different equipment we should have had to do this job. Should have had a bigger dozer, should have had a bigger track hose, should have had a grapple bucket for the skid steer. I'm sure the list will go on and on, maybe even a log skidder, I don't know. But, you know, this is especially for the people that are possibly looking to get into the excavating business, and some food for thought, some stuff you need to keep in mind. And what I'm going to say here may not make any sense until you actually think about it, but sometimes the right tool for the job may not be the most profitable tool for the job. And you ask what I mean by that? This job here is kind of a good example. So my equipment is very well matched. I am actually able to remove trees, especially as I get farther down over the hill, and it takes me longer to get the trees back up. I'm actually able to get the trees up here about as fast as Jerry can dispose of them. So it would do me no good to have a piece of equipment here that can move trees faster than what I can remove them, because this guy's just going to be waiting on me instead of actually working and going back and forth. The second thing is there's more to this job than just removing trees. After we get these trees removed, as you guys will see in another video, we actually come back and do a lot of lot leveling here. Guess what? The dozer works great for that. So even though the dozer may not be the best for this particular task, it is the best universal piece of equipment I got for the entire job as a whole. And hauling equipment in and out of job sites is expensive and takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, and usually you don't make a whole lot of money actually moving and mobing equipment. Another example is if I wanted to go get this skid steer or go get a bigger dozer and bring to this job to do this particular task, Jerry would have it done before I even got back. So sometimes you're better off just finding a way to make do with what you have, and I don't want to say get by, but improvise and make what you have work, because that may be quicker and more profitable than actually leaving the job, hauling in another tool, coming to just do that task whenever you still need this piece of equipment for another task. So just kind of a little food for thought and kind of how we kind of operate the way we do. And yeah, hopefully that makes sense to you guys. If you got any questions about that, comment down below. I'll be more than happy to answer some questions on it. So with that being said, back to work we go. Well guys, check that out. We got her opened up quite a bit. We got 3 trees, that one, this one, and this one we're gonna save for sure. Everything else I pretty much got cleaned out of here. Let me rephrase that. I got the easy pickings out of here. We got a few trees down here on the road. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult, but I think what I'm gonna do is we'll grab these here that are leaning over top of the road, pull them back, come back and get that one. Then we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with that clump right there. They're wanting to save this tree. There's a big rock on the other side that gives us very limited access to those. Those 2 trees are they're doing the naughty. They're all tangled up. And everything's leaning over the road. But let's worry about that when we get to it. Let's do the easy ones first, and then we'll come back and do the other ones. But Jerry's kind of got his system figured out there. He's got it going on. I'll tell you what, I know it don't look like it, but he's getting the trees over to the pile about as fast as I can get them up the hill and on where he can grab them. So it's working out, working pretty well. I cannot talk. Working out pretty well from that aspect. So I'll sit you guys down here and let you watch. You'll be the first ones to see if I drop a tree on the road. I got cones down the road. I got my truck here with flashers on, and I can actually see a very long distance both ways. I wish I had an extra person here to kind of watch the road, but I don't. So there, go for it. Watch out for falling trees. Well guys, that went pretty much as planned. We got a few little sticks in the road, but no trees laying in the road, no passerbys got hurt, or nobody even got delayed for that matter. Check out the barge going up the river. You guys see it over there? Pushing coal upriver. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked here. This is the last little clump of trees we got. I think we're going to leave this tree. Everything else is gonna go. I can't really access it from the other side because that rock's in the way. And I think I can move that rock if I need to. But this is my plan. I think I'm gonna kind of build me a path in like so. I'm gonna try to take these trees and push them that way. And then once I get them down, I'll walk up and around the septic bed and we'll go over there and saw them in two and work them out of there. So, yeah, that's the plan. Let's do it. What I'm gonna attempt to do here is I'm gonna build myself a little bit of a flat bench, so whenever I'm up there digging and prying on those trees, hopefully this machine's sitting relatively level and not rocking or teeter-totting back and forth, or I'm not fighting it to keep it from sliding down over this hillside. That way if when them trees start going down, I gotta chase it or pull on it. I'm confident my machine is going to stay where I parked it at. So take a little bit of dirt from the high side, put it down on the low side. Gotta watch that rock over there. I can't get too close to it. I won't be able to miss it with my tail swing. Oh, we'll put a rock here. Let's get this stump out of the way. We don't need him here no more. It's almost like cutting down a tree with a chainsaw in some respects. You need to make sure you got yourself an escape path and everything's out of your way. The only thing you're focusing on is the tree. Now, I think I'm gonna have to take these two trees here and grown together. They're two separate stumps down below. We'll look up above. I don't know what they're doing up there. I guess they're trying to make a third tree. Oh, limb, you guys see that limb right there? Look at it, it's hugging the other tree, like they're completely hooked together. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dig on the downhill side and try to bust all those roots and see if I can kind of get it to go across the hill at an angle. And then if I get that tree out, I can get the bucket in to get this tree loose. I think we'll be on the home stretch, so that's my plan. Stay tuned to see if it works. Well, I think it's time to see what happened. I got Jerry down there watching traffic. See if we can turn Jerry into a cameraman.
Let's hope a car doesn't come right now. Why don't I get it? Maybe a rake or something like that.
I got a little blower in my truck.
I didn't do much narrating. What I did probably wasn't much.
I got a little blower in my truck. I'll blow it off real quick.
I'll get it if you want.
Not trying to get every stick off the road, but there's a lot of motorcycles going down this road, so I'm gonna make sure one of them don't trip and fall on a twig. Blue dog is warming up a little bit. I took the chainsaw and basically got all these cut up in, I guess you'd call it thirds. Climbing around that jungle gym down there. Sun being out, got a little toasty. Plan is for now, I'm gonna try to get all this stuff shuttled up the hill far enough so I can break off this persimmon tree. Oh yeah, here I go. Come on. There we go. Plan is for now, I'm gonna get enough of this stuff over here to where Jerry can hopefully come in here at the dozer. He'll be able to get it shoved over in the pile. We'll get our mess cleaned up here and we'll be in good shape. Whoa, that tree's gonna go towards the road. Hold on now. Sure nobody's coming. If I can grab it on the back side here and spin it, maybe it'll stop that. See what happens. I think that's the route we were looking for right there. There you go. Now you're gonna go my way, tree. Haha. There we go. Missed the road. beautiful. All right, let me get this stuff shuffled up here, and we'll kind of see what the finished product looks like. Well guys, there she is. Everything is stripped off. It needs to be stripped off. I'm not for sure what the ultimate goal with this bank is. The main thing was for today to get everything pulled back and improve the view, and boy have we done that. Man, it's absolutely a beautiful day. Love working down here on the river. Old 120 did another magnificent job. Cannot complain about that thing at all. You know, a job like this, hanging over this bank, sometimes I wish I had the Volvo with the blade on it for stability. But that thumb setup and the power of that machine definitely trumps the blade setup for this. This SRS bucket from Jason and the guys, absolutely loving this thing. There's one thing I noticed though, is this hole right here is quite a bit bigger than what it is in my other bucket. I think my other bucket is a straight cut right here. So it makes it a little more difficult to grab trees there, but no fault to the bucket. I think it's just the way those two are married up. Just something to maybe pay attention to when you're buying a bucket. But the other thing is my other bucket had an edge. The piece right here on the side come up past, and you can really hook a tree and grab it right there, like out here on this hillside if you're trying to pull them over them. I think I may weld me a little something right there just for that purpose, to help grab that tree and keep it right there as we're going. But man, oh man, I'm not complaining at all. Absolutely love that thing. It is definitely a nice fit for the 120. I think they look good together. Jerry is pushing the last little bit of the debris over there, and then today is Saturday, so Monday we'll be back up here, and we basically got to level off a 60 by 60 pad right here and compact it, and that rock is smack dab in the middle of our way. So Jerry's convinced I should just go ahead and get a hammer. I'm thinking we can maybe get it. I got faith in the old 120 and the D4. With a little bit of luck and the right leverage and some maneuvering, we may pop that girl out of there. But it's getting late. I gotta get home. Sun's going down. We're running out of time. That'll have to wait till Monday, so stay tuned for that video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, we'll catch you on the next one.